The following video has been Fatboy approved. These are the shill-free opinions of Fatboy. Every product reviewed is bought and paid for by Fatboy. Yeah.
What is going on, everybody? It is your boy. Welcome into Fatboy Fragrance Reviews, and today we finally gonna get into the new one from Zaharoff. I'm a little late to the party, but I took my time with this one. I can't wait to get up in it with you, but of course you know who I am. I am Mr. Fatboy, aka the realest man in Fragcom. I pay for everything I review, the only way to be. Let's go look at this collection behind you. I paid for all that, baby. 100% keep it real. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you just stumbled across this channel and you're like, what the hell is this going on here? What the heck is this guy talking about? Who is Fatboy Fragrance Reviews? Well, you're going to find out at the video if you like it. And if you are enjoying this content, make sure you join this family. We are growing. We might even hit 7,500 by the end of the year, the pace we're on. Such an amazing journey we're on with this channel. So come and join us. Hit the like and subscribe. We love to have you as part of this big family that's growing and growing. Thank you so much for y'all who do subscribe. Really appreciate it. And make sure that you get the notifications because I put in the work, baby. Content. All right. If you want to sample this one, you can go over to fatboyfragrance.com. Fatboyfragrance.com, where the customer is always right. Let's go. Let's get up in this new one from Zaharoff. And you know how we do it, baby. No edits, no do-overs, one take. And one take, and I always get it right. Fatboy Fragrance Review starts now. We are back, and of course the fragrance we are talking about today is none other than Zaharoff's new fragrance, part of the signature line, which is, I have all of them, and it is called Zaharoff Signature Halfeti Black Rose. There is that gorgeous box. Look at that box, right? Beautifully done. The rose idea and the little design was inspired from my great friend's Aussie Fragrance and his wife Carla, who we met last year in Chicago when we went to meet up there and met a lot of the people part of the fragrance community. And I gotta tell you, we hit it off. Great friends. Cannot wait for me and my wife to go visit them in Australia in a few years. It's going to be an amazing vacation for our 20th anniversary. I'm super excited about that. My wife just had a birthday. Her birthday is 2 days before Valentine's, and today is actually Valentine's. So happy Valentine's Day to all y'all out there. I thought, what a better way to fragrance to do on Valentine's Day than to do Black Rose, right? Now, full disclosure, I got a chance to smell this fragrance about a year before it came out. Over a year before it came out. No, I smelled it last April, so about 8 months since it's been out. 8 months before it came out. I was sitting in George's kitchen. We were smelling different fragrances. George was listening to smell, and I got to smell this one. I had personally met George, hung out with George, gone to dinner with George, but this will not impact my reviews. You can go back and check out most of my Zaharoff reviews. I've always been straightforward with you guys, and I paid for this one, so this is completely my opinion. All right, so here's another look at this stunning, gorgeous box, right? Every single box from George is beautiful. Every time he amps it up, the next bottle gets better and better. The box gets better and better. The original rosé fragrance is right here. It came in one size, the small size right here. Super popular. I am not the biggest rose fan, so let's go ahead and get that out of the way right now. I have maybe 3 fragrances in my collection that I wear in rose, but only really one that I absolutely love. It's one of my favorite fragrances in my collection as far as when it comes to rose. And it is from Karen NYC, and it's called Rose Inc. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of rosé, although I can appreciate it, but it's just too much rose for me. So going into this fragrance, I had my doubts. I was worried I wasn't going to like it because I could not remember what it smelled like when I tested it. It was so long ago. Since I was in April when I smelled it. I kind of had the idea, but I couldn't really remember that much what it smelled like. It was a passing. There were so many other fragrances going on. I was smelling Coco Loco, and I went crazy over Coco Loco, so there was a lot of things going on at that time. But let's go ahead and check out the box. Then we'll look at the notes, and then I'll give you my review. Here is the box. Here is the fragrance. It's inside there like that. Isn't that beautiful the way that it sits in there? Gorgeous, right? So let's go ahead and check it out and get a good look at probably the best looking fragrance bottle of the year, in my opinion. Check it out. How about that stunning bottle? What craftsmanship, what work, what passion. This bottle just screams out passion, right? I have gone through 2 bottles. This is my second bottle. Sales have been through the roof on this, and I have worn it several times. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up a notes on Black Rose. I'm not going to do the Halfeti part. I'm just going to say Black Rose, keep it short. I don't want to keep butchering a word I cannot pronounce. I don't want to look cool because I can pronounce words too. All right, so the notes on this bad boy. This fragrance right here retails for 2.0 will cost you about $150. The big bottle, which ends on the 24th, is $195, which I'm about to buy another one. I'm about to add to my cart now. So I'm going to pick up one more of these, but on the 24th, you will no longer be able to get these bigger sizes because they're going to be basically put out for this fragrance will be only offering a bigger size in Europe. So if you're looking for a bigger bottle, you definitely want to pick one up before they're gone. Okay, so let's pull up the notes and let's see what we got, and we'll go by that route. Here we go. So in the opening, you got black pepper, basil, bergamot, Turkish rose in the middle with black rose, cashmere, cedarwood, musk, amber, and tonka. Now, George goes all over the world to get these fragrances, and I cannot stress that much. He'll be in a garden in somewhere in Ethiopia getting his certain ingredients that he wants. It's crazy how much effort George puts into this to get the best stuff to put in there. That's why his fragrances are like the elixirs of the world, because he gets all over the world these different fragrances. He doesn't go synthetic. He keeps it always the best you can get at a really good price, mind you. In the bottom, you got Cypriol. I can't even pronounce this word. Alabium, something like that. Oud, Labdanum, Musk, and Vetiver. Okay, so this fragrance right here, and I remember seeing that this did have frankincense in it, but I don't see it here, and I think it is in there. I'm not 100% sure because I cannot find my paper that had it on there. But let's go ahead and put it on the skin, and I'll give you my opinion about it. And basically what I want to say here is, this going to be a heavy rose fragrance, or is this going to be a fragrance that's going to be more appealing to the masses in a way that sometimes rose fragrances are not that way? But I always kind of want to walk that line. You don't want a fragrance that's too dependent on other notes there, and it really kills the rose. You can barely smell it. So let's go ahead and put this bad boy on the skin, in the air, and see what we got. I'm gonna roll up my sleeves a little bit. Here we go. I wore this exactly 6 times before I reviewed it, and that's a lot for me when it comes to review. I only wear it normally about one or two times, and I do my review on that. Based on that, to me, that's enough to really get an opinion. But in the air, this thing is awesome. What it has is that signature Royale, almost Royale X opening that is just inviting and stunning. I gotta say that the opening on this is amazing. It is one of the best openings for a rose fragrance I've ever smelled, without a doubt. And I hate to say this, but he did the same thing with Signature Aurum, the honey fragrance. It's just a way that George can take a fragrance, and I have my opinion on how it's supposed to smell and my doubts, and then when I smell it, he proves me wrong. He has proved me wrong time after time, and I'm glad to be wrong on this one. The opening is stunning, beautiful, has a kind of incense, masculine, musky opening that, to me, it leans masculine for sure, and it is a stunning opening. The rose is there, but it's not the star in the opening for sure. The opening is there to grab you, to bring you in, and introduce you to the rose and the rose components put in this fragrance. All right, so as I wore it, it kind of really reminded me of Royale, Signature Royale with rose, and that's the kind of vibe I picked up on it. If you don't know what Royale is, I do have it. I'm not going to go grab it for it, but it's a stunning fragrance too. And a little bit of Royale X. I feel like it's a combination of different things. Is it a lot like Rosé? No. Rosé in the Air is a light, bubbly, fizzy kind of rose fragrance. That is definitely different and definitely a more leaning unisex. This leans me to more being masculine. But man, is it beautiful. As I wore this fragrance, the rose did start to make an appearance, okay? In the mid and dry down, I got this kind of like fresh, clean rose vibe that really has some bite to it. And it was really well done. All of George's fragrances take you on this journey. And I've said this before in a lot of the videos. This journey is really one that is a journey of discovery, in my opinion. It's a journey where you can put down your preconceived notions of rose fragrances and say, man, if somebody could make a rose fragrance that is masculine, that has this beautiful kind of like ambiance around it, but is not dependent on ouds, then you have a magic thing here. So what makes this so special is it is a masculine appealing fragrance with rose that does show up, and it is a star in this fragrance, that really makes it stand out because it doesn't depend on oud, which so many fragrances do. And I can't stand those fragrances. They're horrible. Rose oud fragrances are horrible. So I love this fragrance. I think it's a one that you must try. Let's see if this one gets my full seal approval, and we'll get out of here. And happy Valentine's Day to all y'all. Happy Valentine's Day to you, George. I hope you have a great day. And I hope you enjoyed my opinion on this fragrance. All right. First box. Performance. Check it. Check that box and throw it away. This thing is beast. This thing is beast performance. Amazing performance. You'll get your money's worth. No doubt. All right. Second box. First impressions on the air. Now, you have to be a fan of that musky, kind of, herbal, musky, spicy, kind of frankincense vibe you get in the opening in this bad boy. Almost a barbershop kind of style fragrance, fougere opening. You have to be a fan of that masculine kind of opening. And if you are, you're going to love it. I think the opening is amazing. I think it's enticing, aggressive, and beautiful. So check that box too. Third box, does the wifey like it? She loved it. And I wasn't sure about this one. She didn't like rosé as much as my daughter liked rosé, but my daughter likes rose fragrances. So check the box for that. I did get a compliment, and I wore this a good bit of days, so I did get a compliment a few times. This can be a compliment getter. It is a beautiful fragrance. It definitely can get you some compliments if that's what you're looking for. All right. Before I give you my last box and tell if I full seal approval or not, when should you wear this fragrance? This is a formal fragrance, without a doubt. You need to dress up to wear this one. I think this is a going out fragrance, a club night fragrance, date night fragrance. It is not just to wear to work in the day or around the house. It is definitely give it the respect it deserves. Wear it when you go somewhere special. Or if you're going to make it your signature scent, then wear it when you want to wear it. But when should you wear this fragrance? I would say every year, every season except high heat summers, maybe not. But everything else, you're good. So finally, how much do I recommend this one? I got to tell you, it's a home run. It's fragrance of the year kind of fragrance here. This is one that I think is going to bring that fragrance of the year trophy back to George from the Yeah Awards. No doubt. This one will be nominated for sure. This is a stunner of a fragrance. I gotta say it's the best for me overall since Royale X or Tobacco. Those are my opinion. I love this fragrance. And I think if you like what I just described, you're gonna love it. All right, so that's all the time I got. Y'all stay safe. 100% seal approval, blind bottle worthy if you like a masculine, musky kind of rose fragrance. Remember that. If you do, you're going to love it. If you want to sample it at fatboyfragrance.com. All right. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay well. And if you smell good, baby, and you feel good, then it's going to be all good. Fatboy Fragrance Reviews is out. Happy Valentine's Day.